everybody, welcome back to another episode of Everyday Whiskey. I'm Dan.
And I'm handicapped.
Yeah, pretty much. He had 3 fingers on his left hand, and tried to have 2. Alright, so, Mike, maybe explain to the people who so kindly watched our episode, if they do watch it, what our topic of the day is.
So this topic, we're going to do another budget barrel, and we decided we're going to go with some budget scotch this time.
Which I think is very hard. I think it's very hard to find a scotch that's cheap and good.
It's insanely hard. It's especially because scotch is one of those things you already need to have a palate for scotch. You can't really. It's not easy to get into.
Yeah.
Couple that with trying to find something inexpensive that's actually good quality. It's a little rocky. It's a rocky road, but I think we have 2 decent bottles.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they're still good. Well, this one is. This one I've had for a long ass time.
It might have oxidized
a little bit,
but sometimes we call it the flavor saver.
Yeah. But we'll get more into that once we get to it. So yeah, we're going to try budget scotch, and our target point for this was about $25, like our normal budget barrel episodes.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the pig's nose you might find on the shelf for like 30 now, 32. It's gone up since I bought it last.
Well, that's the whole tax thing. Scotch has gone up 20% cost in the U.S. because of tariff and things you don't care about.
Yeah, politics, technicalities, taxes.
Making my whiskey more expensive, making me very sad.
Yeah, boring stuff.
So, we have 2 whiskeys today. We have Pig's Nose Blended Scotch, and we have... Okay, so I'm going to do a disclaimer on the one I brought. It is a Loch Lomond product.
Yes.
So, but it's called Glengarry Blended Scotch. So, Glengarry is a private label for a liquor store chain here in New Jersey. I think most of you who watch the show are in New Jersey.
Yep.
So, it's a private label for a liquor store. Put your head to the freaking grindstone. You'll figure out which liquor store.
Yeah, we're not going to.
I'm not going to reveal which one, but it's made by Loch Lomond, who makes hands down the best 16-year-old scotch in the entire world. And
they do.
Yeah. So they're what I would call the secret of the distillers in Scotland, where this is the distillery that distillers go to create blends.
Yeah.
And they've done, I believe, like Lagavulin, Laphroaig, Balvenie for a little bit. They've done a lot of blends. And now they're finally releasing some of their own stuff, like their 12-year, which is awesome. But let's get into the scotches. Let's do the Pig Nose first. Okay. I think that's the one that we're most skeptical of.
Now, is the Glengarry, is this a proprietary blend, or is there something in their main line that
There's something in their main line. It's called Loch Lomond Blended Scotch. It's just their blended scotch. It's their bottom line. You can get it in a handle. It's got the fucking...
And it's pretty comparable.
It's got the heat vet on the top. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So this bottle, although it's just private label, you can still find the same thing for, I'm assuming, around the same price also.
It's $15 to $20 on the shelf.
Okay.
And a handle is going to go for about Dewar's price, so with handles like $34.99.
So we're not totally screwing people who might not be able to get this particular bottle if you were interested in this particular bottle.
I'll pour the handicap person's whiskey for him.
That'll help. Thank you.
And like I said, we're not going to reveal who what chain is selling this. But it's a private label, so you can only get it there. If you find it, we're going to let you know if you should pick it up or not.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's start with the Pig's Nose.
Cheers to being back. That's how you know it's Glencairn.
Ooh, it still smells good, actually.
No, it smells...
the nose is still there.
Light, fruity, with a little underlying of peat. And when I say peat, it means smoky. It's like that smoky barbecue mesquite smell that everyone gets from scotch that people don't like scotch. Or it can be related to overcooked bacon or kerosene.
Yep. Now, if I remember correctly...
Just sweet malt. That's really what...
There's going to be very, very minimal... Probably next to no peat flavor out of this.
You get the smell, though.
But you do get the smell.
Which is just from I think it's just from the barley.
Yeah. This was my first blended scotch, I think, that I went... The first scotch I ever bought No, Lagavulin, I think.
Was it Lagavulin?
Yeah. I went right for the heavy hitter right at the gate.
Sheep dip for me.
And that's... So, like, usually on the shelf, you'll find Pig's Nose right next to another bottle called Sheep Dip.
Oh, where is it?
They're pretty weird.
Oh, it's all... I'm not going to get it. It's in the back.
But they are like lower tier, budget-ish barrels.
Let's get into it. Let's try it. So, nose, fruity, nutty, little smoke.
Wow. Some of the peat has actually developed.
Wow, it actually did
It really did. And there it is. Yep. So when I say "and there it is," I'm referring to the finish. You get a lot of black tea on the finish.
I was gonna say, is this the black tea one? The sheep dip wasn't the black tea.
So this black tea. I noticed when I was drinking this, I still liked to put my stuff on ice and like to chill down. When you chill this down,
it dialed it back a little bit.
Yeah, it dials it back a lot. And
I'll drive these things down.
It pretty much tastes identical to unsweetened black tea. And that's that's when it's chilled down or just on the rocks. Because there's really nothing too intense like peat in there to like really last. So once the ice starts to melt and once it's chilled down and the flavor develops and changes, it becomes extremely subtle and it tastes spot on to unsweetened black tea.
You ever wonder why they call it pig's nose though?
I looked it up.
Oh wait, Tiz said that our scotch is as soft and as smooth as a pig's nose. Yeah. Is a pig's nose that soft though?
I have never felt a pig's nose.
Pigs. I'm going to offend pig lovers here, but I feel like a pig looks very rough.
It does,
and not attractive to pet. Like I've never wanted to go smush a pig and hug a pig like a puppy.
Maybe like, a piglet. But
I've pet a pig before, and it's literally like hugging a Brillo pad.
Yeah. So and I've never touched their nose, so I don't even know.
Just dead pigs. Noses.
Maybe Scottish pigs or
not that I kill pigs, but pigs roast. I'll touch the nose.
Maybe like Scottish pigs have soft noses.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks super happy.
He does
because he's not turning into bacon.
But yeah, and oh wow, now I can smell the black tea on the nose too.
It's very sweet. It's just very sweet. A little bit of black tea. I guess black tea could come off as like herbal almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sweet up front, so...
It's almost like really... It's got some like domestic notes to it though. Like some American single malts are kind of mirroring this.
It's super sweet up front and then just fades to like that natural tea flavor, which is really unique. I like it a lot. I would highly recommend this bottle to anyone just starting out. If you want something good blended that's like halfway decent and isn't one of your generic brands like JW, I'm just going to abbreviate. Not that you'd really buy that as a starter because it's still a little pricey, but that's what most people think of when they hear blended scotch as JW. This, though, trust me, it's worth it. Plus, it comes in a cool pink little box with a pig on it, which I don't have anymore.
Let's wrap this one up on this one. We'll move on.
Yeah.
We still got another bottle to do. Oh, by the way, not sponsored by Pig's Nose, if it's even still a distillery. Loch Lomond / Glengarry, Glenlivet. That's it. I think that's what I got. All right, so hammer this thing back. Yeah, they can. No, they might.
But I still like it. I actually need to put this back on my shelf. I found this buried in my cabinet. It's been that long since I've opened that bottle.
All right, time for some Glengarry.
Oh my god. That's all you.
I hope I like it.
Perfect. I gotta drive.
This one is called the Wall Slammer, because that's the only thing you're hitting later. Cheers.
Very delicate. You're about to go over the top. How not to pour.
This is how I pour my whiskey. I don't feel like you're objectifying me right now.
Now, right off the bat, the nose is completely...
I think I fucked any chance I had on getting a nose on this.
You might have.
Hold on, let me get it. Smells like scotch.
I'd have laughed my ass off if you sniffed in.
Oh, gosh,
yeah, like know that. Like that. Insta drunk.
You ever snort scotch?
But
it's the best time of your life.
On my end, the nose is completely different.
The nose doesn't have much on it.
No, it really doesn't. A little ethanol-y.
I get wood, maybe a little wood and ethanol, and a slight sweetness of some sort. I can't really peg the sweetness. We're not sommeliers, just so you know, so we're not going to give you a bunch of like crazy in-depth terms here.
There's like a residual sweetness on the back of that nose. It's not super prominent, but it's there. Ooh, you know what? The back end kind of smells like a Sharpie.
It's got peat to it, man.
Yeah?
It's got peat to it. I've only had this once before, so I guess I'm going to go into this kind of blind. It's smooth. It's got a little peat.
Smooth.
It's not offensive at all.
No.
So this is, I think, like if you're really just not wanting to like, not even tiptoe into scotch. If you just kind of want to like, kind of just like look at the water.
Yeah.
This is a good scotch for you. Just to have. It's cheap. It's easy to find if you're in the Ocean County area of New Jersey.
And again, for those who aren't, the comparable bottle would be the Loch Lomond, just their
blended scotch. If you can find it, I don't know the availability in the U.S. or all.
I don't either, but that would be the comparable.
That would be the
not even comparable. Same.
It's the same. They just replace the label.
Yeah.
But Loch Lomond makes great blends. I think this is another great blended scotch, and that's what I'm saying. Like these are two good examples of where you can spend sub $30 and get a product that you could probably please multiple people with.
Yeah. Definitely.
It spans like a good variety of people that would be drinking scotch. It's got a little peeniness for the people who do like something a little more smoke. It's got a little sweetness for the people who don't like smoke. It's not. When I say offensive, it means like not harsh on the palate.
Yeah, not harsh at all.
So this is like if you put this on rocks or you make a rusty rail with this, cocktails, brain, no work. Sure, we'll go with those for now. Great.
Both of these scotches, by the way, on the rocks, any sense of that alcohol burn that you're going to get, it completely goes away. Like I said, when you chill this one down, I shit you not, and I swear on my life to this, it will taste identical to just unsweetened tea.
That's what I always get. It's the weirdest thing.
I haven't chilled down yet, but I can already tell that as soon as it's chilled, that little bite that you get from the alcohol, the heat goes away, and it's going to taste not like black tea like that one, but it's going to be very smooth.
It's a good way to bridge in. Like JW is a good way to get into scotch just because it is. There are blends of Lagavulin and Balvenie and Balmore. Like there's countless distilleries that go into those, but these are great just because they're not as well known, so they're going to be on your shelves. They're going to be cheaper, and if you don't want to break your bank, it's a really good way to start drinking scotch. By no means are we scotch experts. A majority of my collection is bourbon.
As is mine. I have Talisker, Lagavulin, and this.
But when I like something, and that's kind of like this. I like the Glengarry, and I like Pig's Nose.
Unless you saw my Thanksgiving Day post with my mother in it, she's got
every Johnny Walker.
Yeah, every Johnny Walker.
Aside from like the ultra age shit.
Yeah, but I mean, so her thing is Johnny Walker Black for her 60th birthday. Sorry, Mom, I just revealed your age, but oh well. You look great still, don't worry. As her favorite go-to is Johnny Black, but everyone bought her like the pint set that has like black, gold, blue, green. Some people bought her green. She's got a bottle of blue. Like
when did she get the green?
For her birthday. Really? We literally, so my bar is divided. I have all my stuff on one side, and then the other side of the bar is all Johnny Walker.
We should just get your mom on an episode just so we can have the bottles.
We should. I mean, dude, it's like 10 bottles.
It'll take her 8 episodes to drink one glass. But.
Yeah. It's 10 bottles of Johnny. And that's the thing. She'll pour, not even a regular glass, a shot glass halfway and sip on that for like 4 hours. But yeah, so we've got every Johnny when it comes to the next time to do that.
Otherwise, that's it.
Yes.
So we're going to wrap it up there. Budget barrels, cheap scotch edition. If you want to get into scotch, these are 2 good entryways.
Definitely.
Otherwise, talk to your local liquor store clerk. Hopefully you have, somebody who's really into whiskey there that can recommend something decent for you. If not, you're probably going to wind up with something.
Most big stores you go to, especially if you hit up like Total Wines, they'll have
somebody there who'll talk to you.
They will have an expert.
But otherwise, everybody stay safe. Have a great week. And
cheers.
Cheers.